You know, I found it really offensive when Nixon went to China. I understand the theory behind it. Well, if we make friends with China, that'll provide another ally in the Far East against Russia, because Russia was perceived as a major threat during the Nixon presidency, and we didn't see China for anything other than a third world country. But it was wrong-headed because they were still communists. He didn't call out communism for being what it was. Tyranny. Tyranny of the soul, the individual right of existence. Later on, we did business with them under the Clintons. We made them powerful. We made them wealthy. We never questioned their communism. Now we're doing it again with Vietnam. Biden. Biden is betraying American ideals. Vietnam should be called out for what it is. Cuba and Asia. That's all it is. Third world nation that now seeks some benefit of doing business with the United States. Fuck them. They're communists. They killed our troops, tortured our men, and walked away from it. They were not held accountable for what they did. They sided with an enemy. They became what we hate, communist nation. And that communism is spreading like a cancer. Why are we over there? Joe Biden comes out, doesn't talk about anything important, talks about how we need closer ties with Vietnam, then says, I need to take a nap. He actually said this. I'm going to do what I need. I got to take a nap. Great. Is that the America leadership that you want? It's not what I want. I don't want a president actually even saying in France he wants to take a nap. I want a president that says, I'm not going to rest until Vietnam is a free nation again. And I'm only over here to let you know what freedom looks like. Freedom doesn't look like what it used to when I was a kid. Freedom now looks like looters, people shitting in the street in San Francisco. That's what America is now. Major cities are falling like dominoes because we're not standing up for our ideals. Everybody's more interested in taking a nap. People are talking like, I'm going to work 4 days. I'm only going to half work on Mondays because I'm working too hard. If I had an employee who said that to me or was acting like that, I'd fire them on the spot. I'd rather run the business myself while alone than hire somebody who says, I'm going to take Mondays off. I want to work out of the home. You could do that, but can you get your work done? No. Not being productive. Well, sorry, you got to come to the office. You got to show up. You got to dress and act and look and speak professionally. No more fucking tats and nose rings. No more purple hair in the office. Sorry. You got to come ready to work. No more rolling out of bed with your hair wet, bringing in your sack lunch in a supermarket bag, shoving it in my fridge and stinking it up, and then saying it's a tough day at work. No, you got to show up ready to work. If you're supposed to be here at 8 o'clock, doesn't mean 8:05. It doesn't mean 8 o'clock you're just walking in. It means 8 o'clock you're ready to work at your desk, properly dressed, properly groomed, well rested, eager to show me what you can do. And if you can't do that, you can't work here, or you shouldn't be working here. You want to run your company that way? That's fine. Biden, I want to take a nap. That's America. That's America now. I want to take a nap. Too tired, too slow, too stupid. Don't care. Nobody's self-motivated anymore. Nobody has a work ethic. I want to take a nap. And you're going to reelect this guy. You are. I'm telling you right now. The way it's shaping up, people are dumb. I talk to liberals every day. Former friends of mine. They don't get it. They don't understand the pickle that they're in. The things that they're complaining. They complain to me about the looting. I said, don't complain to me. Vote Republican. Well, how's that going to fix anything? Republicans will order out the National Guard. Republicans will fund the police. Republicans will say it's no longer a misdemeanor. It's a felony as it should be. Theft. That's what needs to happen. A wake-up call. And nobody wants to set that alarm. Everyone wants to hit the snooze for another 5 minutes. Oh, we'll do it tomorrow. I'll get to it tomorrow. I'll get to it tomorrow. Do it today. I'm up every morning at 5 a.m. Every morning, 5 a.m. Holiday, weekend, or not. I'm getting on the computer in the middle of the night. if I have to. If I see a story that's important to me, I'm scrolling in bed, I go, oh, I got to get this. I go to my main computer, type out a few messages. You work all the time. That's how you change America. You don't say, I got to go for a nap. It's my day off. No, I don't have days off. I can't remember the last true day off I've had. I'm going to take some soon. I'm going to visit family next week. I love my family. I haven't been paying attention to them because I've been going through cancer. And they were smart enough to stay out of my house. That's how good my family is. They didn't come over and visit because I was sick. And they knew it. And they said, best thing with Tom, just leave him alone. And I thank him for that. I thank him for not calling me every day. How you doing? Nobody wants that. The people that I had friends that lived 4-6 hours away, drove in just to see me, right? That's something I appreciated. They called first. Tom, I know what you're going through. I had chemo 8 years ago when I had prostate cancer. Can I come visit you? That's a friend. If my family had called me up and said, hey, I know you're sick. I know you really don't want people there, but can I come and see you? That's a friend. That's what my family did. And I said, no, it'd be best if you just let me handle this. And then we talked all the time. I called them. They waited for me to call them. They knew what I wanted. Biden, I'm just going to take a nap. What are you doing for the Armenians? Why aren't you sending... Nobody's asking you to go to war. Why aren't you sending troops? Why don't you call out communists for what they are? Do you know what it's like living in Vietnam? They still live on dirt roads. They still live like it's 1972. It looks like Cuba in 1972. These are the people that you're catering to? They build monuments to how much they killed Americans. They have planes as monuments that they shot down. Why don't you say what Ronald Reagan did? Tear down this wall. If I was President Biden, tear down that monument. Ship those parts back to America. Apologize for what you did. We tried to save you from these communists, and now you're licking their ass? Fuck you. Why don't we do that? Because nobody has any stones. Nobody has any strength. Oh, I'm embarrassed. We don't want to offend anybody. Today I posted all pictures of 9/11. I showed pictures of planes flying into buildings. I showed dead Father Michael Judge as he was being hauled off by the fire department. He's victim number 1 on 9/11. He's been labeled as victim number 1. A piece of metal fell off the building, killed him as he was giving last rites to people who had been dead. Why? Oh, they'll do that. That might post outrage. That'll give people a wrong idea. I hope they get the wrong idea. I hope they realize what the problem is, Islamic fundamentalism. I hope they remember what happened on 9/11. I hope we never forget. They want us to forget. They want us to be not outraged. No, be outraged. Get more angry. You should be. You should be as furious as I am today about the way things are being handled, about how bad we are, about how our Biden administration, which goes to a communist country and falls asleep or says he wants to fall asleep at the podium. You should be horrified at that. You should be demanding his resignation. You're not. You're laughing about it. Oh, senile Joe, sleepy Joe. I'm not laughing at it. I can't make jokes that a United States president is more interested in taking a nap and doing the right thing. I can't. It's not my nature. It shouldn't be in any American's nature. People should be outraged at that. Horrified at that. Liberal and conservative alike. Why aren't you mad that our president is not calling communists out for what they are? Why aren't you mad that he wants to take a nap rather than address things? Oh, I'm sorry, America is what it is. I'm not sorry. I'm sorry for America, what it's becoming. I'm watching a nation grow weaker with each generation, and we don't seem to want to do anything about it. We don't want to address the real issue. We don't want to say our public school system is a train wreck. Dismantle it. Don't try and fix it by homeschooling. Simply walking away and sticking your head in the ground is not going to solve it. Because it'll still pump out minions of the left wing. You need to end it. When a horse is game, what do you do with it? You shoot it. You don't try and save it. It's pointless. That's how I feel about America. Stop trying to just avoid it by, like when Hershey's with the he-she thing came out, they started another chocolate company and they're saying, no, that's not the solution. The solution is getting rid of Hershey's. Phone call. I'll be right back.